Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, your BA Shashi. I hope you all are doing great. So today's topic is Agile Business Analyst. I'm going to share the nitty-gritties of Agile Business Analyst. What are four values of Agile? These are basically individuals and interactions that are being focused more rather than focusing on processes and tools. Working softwares over comprehensive documentation. So nobody is going to nowadays, talk about the documentations. The more what is preferred is the dynamic or the working softwares. Customer collaborations over contract negotiation. So here the more focus is being based upon interactions, collaborations, right? Not the traditional way of working. And last, responding to change over flowing a plan. Yep. And then what is Agile? It's basically mindset and not a methodology. And what is Scrum? Scrum is a methodology based on the Agile principles. So here we'll look Agile in summary. So what is Agile? It's an iterative approach for developing the software and project management in order to deliver the software products faster. So instead of going on a big bang, Agile delivers the products in bits and pieces. So meaning that it's always a MVP, which is the most viable product. There are 5 methodologies in Agile, which are Scrum, Kanban, XP, and Lean Development, eCrystal. We're going to talk on Scrum here. This is Scrum framework. So as you see over here, there's a product backlog, which is like a requirement document wherein the customer tells, I want this, I want this, I want this. So that is being documented in spreadsheet. And the sprint planning happens wherein the items from the backlog are being moved to sprint backlog, wherein the development team works on it. And in a team, Scrum team, there are basically business analysts, testers, developers, Scrum master, product owner, and daily Scrums happens, like for a stand-up meeting happens, and the product is always being made in an increment. And after that, sprint review happens to see what all has been delivered. Mind you that one sprint consists of 2 to 3 weeks, right? And once the product is delivered, then sprint reviews retrospective happens for the feedbacks from the stakeholders. And then again, sprint planning happens. So this process keeps on going. So all these activities are time boxed. We'll see in my next slides. What are Scrum roles? Product owner is the person who will have the list of requirements, which we make as a product backlog. Scrum master will teach the team to work in a team and teaches how to work in an agile manner. Team members consist of development, quality assurance, business analyst, architect, operation teams if involved, technical writers, etc. Stakeholders and users. What are the ceremonies we have in Agile? So we have product roadmap planning, wherein every month, week on week, what all milestones are to be achieved, that are the roadmap is being planned. Backlog grooming. So here, product owner, along with the business analyst, they look into the list of requirements that needs to be presented in the market or as a product into software. User stories grooming. This is session wherein the business analyst work along with the testing as well as development team and refines the user stories by multiple discussions and come up with the acceptance criteria. Sprint planning, here the Scrum Master and development team decides, and sometimes PO is also involved, like what all it will take to deliver, what all goals or what all, sprint items from the sprint backlogs will need to be delivered in a sprint. And mind you that one sprint is for 2 to 3 weeks. Daily stand-up meetings, it is for 15 minutes, and ideally it may get extended to half an hour to 45 minutes, but that is not really a good thing because this is happening on daily basis, just to know where we are we on track, and what. So basically 3 questions are being asked in this meeting: what we did yesterday, what we did today, and what we are going to do tomorrow. So these are the 3 questions which each team member need to answer. Then there is sprint review that is happening once the sprint product is being delivered, and retrospective. This is kind of feedback session wherein stakeholders and product owners are bring up, and they will give the feedback of the work produced. Well, what are the business analyst responsibilities in this entire Agile framework? So, as we discussed in previous slide, that it helps the product owner to groom the product backlog, align with the product owner on daily basis, create user stories by breaking the epics. Epics are the like bigger umbrella, and in it there are stories. Groom user stories along with the development and QA guys. Then add acceptance criteria. Suppose Scrum team as in answer their queries. Then quality assurance activities like looking into the defect, because sometimes it might happen that testing team won't really know whether it is a defect or not. So to confirm that, they sometimes reach out to BA. Update or create documents in case. So this documentation part is like if there is a new product getting launched, so one needs to make manuals or operational procedures if they are already present there. So there is an update in operational documents, and training documents also being updated or created by business analyst. Pros of this Scrum or Agile. So this is like there is always a continuous and early delivery. Like, there is a delivery after every 2 to 3 weeks. So the progress is really early all the time, and always there is a feedback session in the retrospective. So the framework gives you the capability to have flexibility and adaptability in order to take up any new or change requirements. Faster time to market, of course, because the delivery is early, so it's always faster time to market as compared to the waterfall model. And there is always improved quality. Remember, we have sprint review, we have retrospective, so there are like many rounds going on, so that the ultimate goal is quality. And this does give high customer satisfaction because customer gets the product every week on week, or every month on month. What are the cons of Agile methodology? Training and skills are required in order to work in Agile. Then sometimes it might happen that no organization transformation is required, wherein the organization people are habitual to work in the traditional way of working, like in waterfall model. So it is a bit tougher on those people to digest Agile ways of working. And client may not have dedicated manpower to continuously involve with the team, because this is like a continuous process. The backlogs are getting updated, so product owner might not have time to always connect with the business analyst or the stakeholders or the team to provide their inputs. And there are a lack of comprehensive documents, because here we are not making any requirement documents, right? Here we are talking about user stories. So that part is being gone, and the need of experience of engineers. So what happens is sometimes the demand of the project is such that there are high timelines and they cannot change it. So, and if the team is new, then it is quite obvious that to understand the requirement or even to deliver one line item, it might take a couple of weeks. If there are experienced people working, so it makes the job easier. But yeah, there is high risk that the project might get delayed. But here, need of experience of engineers are really required. What are agile certifications present in the market? Well, I did the professional Scrum. Um, sorry, I did the professional Scrum Alliance certified product owner, which is also called as PSPO. And here are the list of certifications: ACP, PM, CPO, CC, SA, CDA, which one can always try to do it. And that's all for the day. And if you need any more information, you can always connect to me on my channel, Your BA Shashi. And don't forget to subscribe me. Thank you, and you have a great day ahead. Take care of yourself.